We go now to London and CBS News senior foreign correspondent Elizabeth Palmer.
Margaret, this pandemic is not winding down. The World Health Organization said that Wednesday marked the largest single-day increase in the number of new cases, 106,000 of them, most in poor countries, with the epicenter in Latin America. Once again, Brazil tops the list. It's second only to the U.S. in total deaths. And now the virus has traveled into the remote communities of the Amazon, where health care and people's health is already fragile. In Mexico, too, the death rate just keeps climbing. But ominously, for every victim that dies, 8 more fall sick. Hospitals in some areas can't cope. By contrast, in China, where it all started, there were 0 new cases yesterday. Earlier in the week, President Xi told the World Health Organization that China would donate $2 billion along with medical gear and personnel to help fight COVID in Africa. A smokescreen, accused U.S. officials. In a furious letter, President Trump wrote that the WHO was so dependent on China that it wouldn't back an investigation into the origins of the virus. Closer to home, China is dealing with even more anger on the streets of Hong Kong, where pro-democracy demonstrators are back protesting after Beijing announced a new law to stifle political dissent. Around the world today, 2 billion Muslims are celebrating Eid, the biggest holiday in the Islamic calendar. But this year, thanks to COVID, it will be a subdued and in many places even lonely affair. Meanwhile, in parts of the world where COVID is in retreat, the new normal is social distancing, using reminders that range from the sublime to the ridiculous. And finally, Margaret, just a short time ago, the Chinese foreign minister said that political forces in the U.S. were pushing American-Chinese relations towards what he called a new Cold War.
Elizabeth Palmer in London. Thanks.